And hello, Mario fans, and welcome back to another episode of the Zone TV Movie Entertainment with me, your host Jonathan. Once again, bringing you my thoughts and movie review for the brand new Chris Pratt, Anna Taylor-Joy, Jack Black, Brie Larson film, Super Mario Galaxy the movie. That's right, the Super Mario Galaxy movie is officially here. It's playing now, playing all week. Go check it out. So Mario and his friends are back, and this time they have a bigger problem. Princess Rosalina has been kidnapped by Bowser Jr., and they have to go save her from Bowser Jr. and also prevent Bowser from coming back and doing his craziness as well. And and also they get new friends coming along with the run, and it's Yoshi joining the team as well. So and here's a spoiler for the poster, because apparently the poster came out. So if you don't want to know anything about the poster, who's in this movie, the character Star Fox is in this movie as well. So that's cool. Okay, so I've been looking forward to seeing this movie. I really like the first one a lot. I think the first one did a really good job. I think Universal did a really good job. And if you haven't been to Nintendo Land, go check that place out. It's actually really fun. So honestly, I was really excited for it, especially when they announced they were going to bring in Brie Larson into this, because she's kind of like the Nintendo mascot. You can clearly see her. She loves playing Nintendo. That's like her thing. So that's awesome. So it was really cool to see her play Princess Rosalina in here. And she's one of my favorite characters in the Mario Galaxy games and Mario Party. I always use her a lot. So she's one of my favorites. So I was kind of glad that they got Brie Larson to do it. I like Brie Larson. I think she's a good actor. So, how can I say this? How does this movie compare to the first one? I really thought this movie was a lot of fun. This movie had everything I wanted, but there were also stuff in here that I kind of wish they would have, like, maybe approved on. But I'll get to that in a minute. What I loved about this film was the fact that just seeing Mario on the team again. Just hanging out with Mario and Luigi, and the two of them hanging out, and Princess Peach continues to be awesome every single time she's on screen. I thought she was like the best parts. Bowser Jr. as the villain in this, a lot of us Mario fans are probably waiting for Waluigi and Wario to show up, and they're gonna show up eventually, maybe in 3 or 4, whatever. I didn't think they were gonna go Bowser Jr. this quick, and as soon as he shows up, Bowser Jr. pretty much, in my opinion, stole the show to me. He was so funny, so cool. He just wanted to get his dad back and be with his father again. And Bowser, listen, Bowser's role is a lot smaller than it was in the original movie, and that's fine. But he still brought it. Like Jack Black as this character just continues to impress me. Every time every time I watch Jack Black, I'm just gonna be like, yep, that's Bowser. And I'm hoping that he breaks out into the Peach song, but still, Bowser and Bowser Jr. were great in this movie, and Bowser Jr. was a great villain, and I don't know how they're gonna top it with Wario and Waluigi when they decide to bring them into it, but we shall see. But yeah, they were great villains, and I'm excited to see what Bowser Jr. if Bowser Jr. ever, comes back in the next one, if there's a next one. But yeah, he was so funny, so cool. His paintbrush was awesome as a weapon, so I thought that stuff was great. Mario and Luigi were great as always. I have a couple of things in here that that kind of bother me about this film, and it didn't really. It kind of took me out a little bit of it, just as this is only my first viewing of this movie, and as I watched it, I'm like, it kind of did something different here than they did from the first one, because we all know in the first one we get the kind of like the backstory of Mario and Luigi, and their destiny to pretty much save everybody and do the things, but seeing them in the first one getting the mushrooms, getting the powers. It was amazing, and everybody in the kingdom was like, yeah, awesome. But I felt in this movie that they became like background characters, which is odd to say that because this is called Super Mario, and I felt like, with them doing their spectacular stuff, and it's great that they do it. I just felt like it kind of took a little back seat for everybody. Like they really like focus a lot on Bowser Jr., which is a good thing because you want to make a good villain, and he also really did a really good job with Yoshi. I thought Yoshi was a great addition to this cast. They teased him in the last one, at the end of the first one, and he was fantastic. And yeah, he talked, but not super talky, but still talk like Yoshi and all that stuff. But he was just great. Princess Peach, once again, she's Princess Peach, obviously. So there's that. So she was fantastic as well. Don't mess with her. When it comes to her and an umbrella, it's in the trailers. You'll see it. You don't want to mess with her. I don't want to mess with her. So yeah, there's that. What else? I have another negative here that kind of breaks my heart a little bit because honestly, this is the character I was waiting for them to do, but I didn't think they were gonna do it so early. I figured they'll introduce everybody else first before they introduce her, because I feel like she's like the final level kind of a character. And I get it, it's the Mario Galaxy world, and she's kind of like the top tier for that game. I get it, and I was kind of wondering why her character is not focused so much on the trailers, and we barely hear her dialogue a lot, and that's Rosalina. They did not do Rosalina justice, and I'm hoping by the next one she has a bigger role. There's a scene in here, and this is in the trailer. So if you don't want to be spoiled, I'm gonna keep my hand up. So my hands up. This is for the spoilers. So if you don't want to be spoiled because of the trailer. This is for the trailer and also for the movie. So she has one great, awesome scene, and that's the beginning scene where it's in the trailer where Bowser shows up and he's like, "Oh, Princess Rosalina, we're here to take you," and she starts using her powers and starts whooping butt. Yeah, that's pretty much all she does in this movie, and then she's pretty much a prisoner throughout the rest. And it really bothered me because it's like she's in the posters. You have Brie Larson, who's like the mascot of Nintendo right now, in a way that she's always playing the games, always talking about. And I think she has a YouTube channel still. I think anyway, she's always talking about in interviews how she loves the games, and she barely has any real dialogue in here at all, except the beginning. And I'm kind of like, why? Like she should be an important character because she's also a princess, and there's kind of a backstory between her and Princess Peach. And I'm not gonna say what it is unless you really know about the games. But yeah, they really didn't really do too much with her character. I wanted to see her team up with Princess Peach and everybody else, and kick some butt. But no, they basically made her the damsel. Even when the first movie did the same thing to Princess Peach, they still gave her stuff to do in that movie, and it made Princess Peach an awesome character. I kind of wish they would have done the same thing for Princess Rosalina, but nothing. So kind of a bummer, a little disappointing for that, but still, everything else about this movie I really did enjoy, minus that and the fact that they kind of made Mario, doing his special stuff in here kind of less special. Other than that, I still thought this movie was a lot of fun. It had, visually it's beautiful. The characters are still fun to watch. The new characters were great, minus the fact that how they treated Rosalina, but still, she was still cool to look at. She looked great. She kind of looked like Brie Larson a little bit with the blonde hair, even though we all know her character is blonde with blonde hair, but still, it kind of made it look like a little. You can clearly tell it's Brie Larson now. So it's like, yeah, definitely. And I was just like so pumped to see like her do her thing, but it's like, good. What a waste with that part. But still, I think kids will love this movie. I think you guys will like this movie. And also, I feel like the best part of this movie, besides, watching Bowser Jr., I loved how it didn't play off like, oh, look, every 5 seconds there's a Nintendo reference, or there's a Nintendo level reference or something. They were there, sure, but they never really forced it to your faces. Like, yeah. See, remember this level from Mario Party 1 or in the Luigi's Mansion or whatever it is? whatever game it is, they didn't throw it at our faces like so many times. Because normally other video games, they would be like, look at this combo scene from the game like three games before. They would really throw it in your faces in those kinds of movies. This movie, nah. You'll see those scenes. It's like, I remember that from the game. I remember that from the game. That was a hard part of the game, or whatever game. That's from game 2 or whatever. You know, you can see it, but they don't throw it in your face like too many times. And I think they did a really good job there. I like that the world build now is even now through the galaxy now, so we get to see that now. Bowser, like I said before, he was great. Bowser Jr. was a standout, and Yoshi was a great addition to it. Yeah, there's also some stuff in here, little stuff in here that didn't work for me too. There's a scene where it's like a kind of a Mario character shows up in here. It's like, do we really need to see this version of Mario, really, and Luigi? And when you see it, so you get what I mean. It kind of felt a little kind of goofy, even for hardcore fans, because I don't play with those characters in the games. But I guess some people do. Maybe they do, and they love it, but it's cool. But yeah, this movie's fun. I enjoyed it. I really liked it a lot. I had fun with it. I think I liked the first one a little bit more. But you know what? It's still Mario. I had a lot of fun, and I'm gonna watch it again when I get a chance. And yeah, hopefully the third one is even better, and maybe we'll get to see more characters. And speaking of a third one, there are 2 post-credit scenes in here, so make sure you stay for both of them. The last one pretty much helps maybe settle like if there will be a third one or not, but let's see how much this movie makes. I think this movie's gonna make a lot of money, because this movie the theater I was at packed. So I would not be surprised if this movie makes a lot of money, but we shall see by the end of the weekend. And so yeah, so leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys thought about it. Are you guys looking forward to seeing the Super Mario Galaxy movie? Did you guys like the first one? Never played that game? Never played Mario in your life? Don't care for Nintendo? Whatever it is, leave me a comment below. Let me know. Also, let me know what's your favorite character. Mine is Princess Rosalina. She's always been my favorite character. Why? Because I think she's cool, especially for Mario Galaxy. That was like one of the hardest struggle games I ever played in my life, and as a fan of games. That game, I struggled with that game for a while as a kid. I'm gonna have to go play that game again. I think I could beat it again. Easy. I think I could beat it easy now. You know, it's not like games today where it's like a lot of games are just too easy. But yeah, I'm telling you, back then, video games, especially on Nintendo 64, Mario Galaxy was no joke as a game. That game was fun, hard, especially the last level. Oh, took me forever to beat that, but still, I mean, I was a kid, so either way. So leave me a comment below. Let me know what you guys thought. Stay tuned for more. Thank you very much, and have a good day.